Okay, sup, what's going on? Back with another video. It's actually the first Pokemon challenge I've ever done. And for some reason, I decided to go with the Shedinja only run. So we chose Shedinja, we replaced, Torchic guy? Anyways, we got pretty lucky with Adamant. That was the first, I didn't have to reset for the Adamant nature at all, which is pretty lucky. So I named him Soul, and now we go up here to battle May, and we just slowly but surely take her down. Since we have Wonder Guard, she can't hit us, so it's like no problem at all. So the first challenge we had was with Roxanne, and oh my god, she was a nightmare. Like that rock tomb killed me at least 100 times. I wasted like at least 3 hours, like 3 hours, trying to beat this. And thank God for the speed up button. So we took down the first Geodude, and the second Geodude didn't really give us a problem. We kind of got lucky. And then this nose pass, I just fast forwarded to the part where I actually got to beat her, but oh my god. I was just in awe of the fact that I beat her. Like, the amount of luck that went into this run was ridiculous. So the next challenge we had, well, not challenge actually, Brawly was no problem at all, considering he couldn't hit us with anything, like anything at all. It was ridiculous. Like, Soul just took shit out. Like, they didn't have any rock moves, like only fighting and normal moves, so I didn't have any problems with them. So then now we're into Slateport's museum, and we face our actual roadblocks. So I used Leech Life, and Leech Life for some reason makes contact, so I decided to teach Soul Thief, and I replaced Scratch, and I tried my luck with this, but turns out it was a complete waste of time because Thief also makes contact. I figured that it wouldn't because Thief is a dark type, and dark types in Gen 3 are special. So my only solution was to grind up until I learned Confuse Ray and Shadow Ball. Honestly, I could have just learned Confuse Ray and be on with it, but learning Shadow Ball was kind of an edge, because I could just one-shot easily instead of having to deal with a lot of luck. So our next fight is against May, the second fight, and she didn't put up a problem at all. Honestly, with her Slugma was the only thing that could probably hit us, and we knock it out in one hit. Like, we're destroying Mons left and right. Her Marshtomp didn't put up a fight at all. Really, nothing could outspeed, even though Shedinja has like base 30 speed. Like, it's trash. Like, Shedinja's not a very good mon. It's kind of crap. So next we have Watson. So I beat him on my third try, but see, the problem was he had roll up. So that's what kind of threw me off, because I wanted to use an X speed because I didn't think I would outspeed his Manectric, which I knew he had Emerald, which is different to Sapphire. I don't think in Sapphire or Ruby he had a Manectric. So I set up on the Electrike because I knew he didn't have Bite or anything, or maybe he did, he just didn't use it. So I Confuse Rayed the Magneton, and he Thunder Wave. He got through a Thunder Wave, and this was ridiculous. Like, this was just stupid. Like, starting now is just dumb luck. Like, I get through the confusion and the paralysis, and I land and kill the thing, and then I take out the Manectric in one hit. So I got really lucky because I didn't want to go through that entire battle again, which kind of sucks. So I went all the way back to Dewford Cave to catch a Makuhita because I needed to learn Rock Smash, because none of my mons could learn Rock Smash. So then we made it to Meteor Falls, and then we talked to these fucking weirdos. But so then we make our way to Mountain Chimney afterwards, because that's where we're gonna have to face Maxie. Which I was scared for this fight because I knew it wasn't gonna be easy, because, you know, fire types, rock types, dark types, literally everything could go wrong in this battle. So Maxie started off with the Mightyena, and boy, this thing gave me trouble, like actual trouble. Like, it was a problem. Um, but then all we had to do was just confuse Ray and use an X attack, because to cancel out the intimidate drop. But then the rest of his mons went down in one hit, so it wasn't too big of a problem. And Flannery gave me trouble as well because fire types are just all fire types are so bad in this gen. Or not bad, but hard to deal with when you have a Wonder Guard mon. So we're at level 45, so we basically take everything out in one hit, but the Torkoal actually didn't go down in one hit. I was so surprised. And we got really lucky with the overheat miss. So she healed up like, what, 1 or 2 times. So we had to deal with that. And then straight away we went to Norman, and Norman didn't give me any problems. I think I beat him on the first or second try. He spin a new teeter dance, which I wasn't too worried about, but that's all he could hit me with that would affect me. So I went down, that was the first attempt, and the second attempt I just went for secret power straight away without setting up. And that's, the slackings didn't give me too much of a problem. I took them out luckily, and then the Linoon went down as well. I actually lost the footage for the slackings, but we took them down easily, so it wasn't too much of a problem. So yeah, and then we make our way to Fortree City. So you run into Steven here, and this whole entire route I died at least like 100 times. Like it was so bad, because this is the part where all the bird catchers mons like Swellows and Talos, the Swellows would start out speeding me and then just aerial ace me to death. So here we just battled the Team Aqua Grunts at the weather station, or I don't even know what it's called, Weather Institute, and we just grind away at the mons. I didn't want to fight too many because I knew that, obviously they would have type advantage at some point. So Shelly wasn't too much of a problem, honestly. She went down pretty easily. She only had a Carvana and a Mighty Anna. The Mighty Anna was actually what I was scared about. Like, if there's one mon that gave me a problem in this game, it's Mighty Anna. So now we make it to the 3rd May battle. Again, there was no issue at all. She couldn't hit me with anything. The only thing I was worried about is the Slugma, and again, the Slugma doesn't outspeed and it dies in one hit because it kind of has trash defense. So yeah. Alright, so we make our way to Fortree Gym and we challenge Winona. I want to say that this was the hardest gym to deal with. So she leads off with the Swablu, and all her mons have type advantage. So they can, if they land a hit, I'm dead. So, and I have to restart the entire battle, which kind of sucks because I died to this gym at least, I think it was like 15 times that it took me to beat this. And I had the speed up button and it took me like an hour because I got so far into it and then I just died. So the Skarmoga actually, I got really lucky because I had to confuse Wraith. My strategy was I confuse Wraith and then I would hit it with a Shadow Ball, but this time I actually got a crit, so I was really lucky. So then we make our way to Mount Pyre, and the Grunts didn't give me any trouble. There was only this double battle that I kind of had a problem with, so I had to bring Zigzagoon with me. Because I also use Zigzagoon as a surf mon, but he's so low level to that he doesn't even do anything, which is, it's alright because it doesn't really matter that much. So Archie took the blue orb or the red orb, and then we received the magma emblem. So then we storm the base, and then we attack all the grunts and everything. The grunts didn't really give me any problems until Tabitha. Tabitha is the one trainer that could actually beat me, and you'll see in like once right here, this battle kind of gave me a bit of a trouble. It took me like 3 tries to beat him, even though I was level 55. Like my attack is pretty good, but yeah, I guess it didn't matter. So the Mighty Anna right here for the final maxi fight was kind of a problem, and so was the Crobat. Like if you see here, the Crobat broke through like at least 4 or 5 times. Like it was so brutal. I'd get to here and then I wouldn't be able to do anything because it outspeeds, so I have to use an X speed, and like it's pretty bad sometimes. So then we fly to Slateport because then we have to talk to the Captain Stern and then make our way to the base. So we made our way, picked up the Master Ball, which we will not use ever. So then we stormed the base and then we attack Matt. So I made a save state because that's kind of my only hope in this game. Because I don't want to overlevel too much. I'm already overleveled as it is, and I don't want to. I don't want to rely on X items too much. I really haven't this run. This Gyarados I actually died to 4 times. That's why I put it on camera, but it gave me a pain because if it didn't hit me, then I would win, but it did. So we attack, or not attack. We storm the 7th gym here, and Liza and Tate. I didn't realize they were double battle, or at least I forgot they did, and I required 2 mons, so I brought back the cast form we actually received from the Weather Institute. So the strategy here was don't attack the Xatu because the Xatu actually can't hit me. And then I painfully find out like 2 or 3 times as Claydol attacks me with Ancient Power. Even though we're level 57, we don't outspeed anything in this gym, I don't think. Actually, maybe the Lunatone and Solrock. So again, he hits me with Ancient Power, or at least I'm not going to win this turn, and like I couldn't do anything again. So for this is actually the attempt I won, so I figured it out, and then I had to break through Confuse Ray, which I did, so it wasn't big of a problem, but Xatu couldn't hit me, so all I had to do was just attack the other mons, and then Xatu last. And it wasn't too much of a problem. Honestly, it took me like 3 or 4 tries to beat Liza and Tate. I thought it was going to be a lot worse. But this is actually where the hardest battle... This is the hardest battle in the game right here. Against, not these 3 grunts, but again, the double battle with Steven is actually the hardest battle. The double battle with Steven actually took me, in real time, even with the speed up button, and save states and everything, it took me around 6 hours to beat. In real time, it took me 6 hours to get the perfect conditions that I needed. So I made a save state right at the beginning of the battle because I knew I'd be doing a lot of resetting. And like I had, like once I died, like even if I get to the last mon, like against the Crobat or something, then I would have to keep resetting back to the first mons. And it would just be a pain. Oh my gosh, this Golbat was actually giving me a lot of problems. And I'd always get to the Mightyena, and there was a strategy that I prayed for, and it was if I hit the Mons, if I make it to the Mightyenas, and I hit the Mons, I needed to miss Scary Face, because if I get hit with Scary Face, I can't outspeed the Crobat. The Crobat will use Air Cutter and kill me. So I was kind of out of options for this fight. Honestly, all I could pray for was just luck and everything. So I ended up having to grind to like level 65 from like level 58 just to get the extra bit of damage, which kind of sucks, but you know, it's whatever. So I ended up catching a Tentacool because I needed a dive mon. So he made it to the seafloor cavern, and then we battled our way through the grunts and everything. It wasn't too bad at all. Actually, it wasn't even a problem. So then we go through this dive map. I can never remember the proper pattern. It took me like 5 minutes to figure it out. So I did the strength instead of battling because I didn't really want to battle anyone. So then we got the TM for Earthquake, and then I realized we can't use it, so it's kind of a waste. This Archie battle was kind of a problem, but I beat it on like the 2nd or 3rd try. It wasn't all that bad. The Sharpedo was actually scary. It knew Crunched, which obviously killed me, but it was fast. The Sharpedo actually outsped me. And the Mightyena, again, it's a Mightyena. It's crap. I actually got really lucky. Archie for some reason decided to go for a Super Potion even though he could have killed me. So yeah, Kyogre and Groudon are now released, so now we have to make our way back to Satopolis City and, you know, do this. This is actually leading up to one of my favorite cutscenes in all of Pokemon. So then we make it to Cave of Origin. We have to talk to Wallace and everything, and we find out that we have to go to Sky Pillar. So we make our way to Sky Pillar, which wasn't that much of a problem, honestly. the wild mons are actually really strong there. So now here's the best cutscene in the world, where Rayquaza just comes down in like a beam of light. It's so sick. It's so sick. And then he just comes down like 2 super ancient Pokemon. It's so sick. So with the entire, with it being resolved, the problem, we battle our last 8th and final gym leader, Juan, and we used an X attack, or an X speed, sorry, and because I knew we weren't gonna speed the Love Disc. So, and then the Crawdon, I used Confuse Ray because I knew it's gonna have like Night Slash or something. So I used an X attack, and Crawdon is bulky, like not specially bulky, but it's got good physical defense. Like I think it's like base 115 or something. It's crazy. So then we literally just destroy Juan. I actually beat him on my first try, which obviously is good. So yeah, it wasn't a problem at all. The Kingdra wasn't a problem at all either. So we made our way to Evergrande City, and we make our way through Victory Road. The Wally fight wasn't all that bad. It was pretty easy. I took my first try. So now we make it to Sydney, the first Elite Four member, and Mighty Anna was, oh my god, Mighty Anna was a problem. It took me around 6 tries to get the luck that I wanted, because I needed to use Confuse Ray and everything, and I didn't know what kind of moves Cacturne had, but I know I died to Cacturne at least 3 times. Like all of Sydney's Mons could kill me. So I just Aerial Aced what I could, and then Shadow Balled what I needed to, and Secret Powered too. But it wasn't too much of a problem. Phoebe was easy. Phoebe, I didn't need to use any X items at all. It was just Shadow Ball for 5 Shadow Balls, and I won the battle. So I actually ended up being level 79 by the end of this fight. I ended up training my Shedinja from like level 70 to like 77 at the beginning of the Elite Four, just so I had enough level gap between me so I could one-shot the Mons if I needed to. For some reason, what's her face? Glacia swapped out her Celio for a Glalie at the beginning. That was her first turn. I know that I wasn't too scared because I beat her on the first try, but I was worried about Hail. And Drake wasn't a problem at all. Honestly, he was pretty easy. His Kingdra was kind of annoying because he smokescreened me, so I had Aerial Ace for that as insurance. But I missed a Shadow Ball, and he's Dragon Speeding. It doesn't do anything because he can't hit me, but it gets kind of annoying. So now we face the champion Wallace, and Wallace was kind of pathetic. Like, I don't think on his entire team he has moves to that can hit me. So all I use is an X item, and I one-shot all of his team first try. So I ended up being level 82 by the end of the entire run, which was fairly over leveled, but it's a Shedinja, and if I get hit with one move, it's not like with like any other mon, like if I get hit I die, right? So I kind of have to be able to outspeed. I should have gone for an Impish Nature or something like that where it boosts speed, but it was whatever. So thanks for watching, guys. If you want to see any more challenges, just leave a comment or something like that. I had a lot of fun making this, and I have another video coming, or I'm editing that. I don't know how long it'll be, but thanks for watching, and see you guys.